This week's energy is gentle, healing, and divinely timed. As we move through Easter, one sign is stepping into a long-awaited blessing, while another is being reminded that grace often arrives in stillness. Let's see what message the angels have for you.
I'm sure you've heard the news. The cards have secrets to share, guiding you through the cards of life. Dive deep. Welcome to Dust Tarot.
Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Dust Tarot. If you're new here, I'm George Dust, your intuitive guide through the cards of life, and this is your full Tarotscope reading for the week of April 21st through April 27th, 2025. Now, this week carries a special energy. Not only are we easing into the gentler rhythm after some emotional, intense weeks, we are also entering Easter weekend, a time of rebirth, renewal, and divine grace. To honor that, I have chosen two beautiful uplifting decks, the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot and the Angel Guide Oracle. Together they bring forward messages of healing, protection, and soul realignment, exactly what many of us need right now. Whether you're stepping into something new or quietly restoring something within, this is your invitation to slow down, listen, and receive what's meant for you. As always, we will explore each sign's energy through your tarot message, your oracle insight, soul-centered astrology, and a weekly affirmation to help you anchor it all. So grab a cup of tea or wine, light a candle if you feel called, and let this be your sacred pause for the week. Timestamps are below so you can jump to your sun, moon, rising signs. And if you'd like a deeper dive, head to dusttarot.com/tarotscopes or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen right here. Let's begin with Aries and flow through all 12 signs. This week, Aries, you're stepping into powerful creation energy, and you're not doing it alone. You pulled the Empress paired with the Manifestation Oracle. Together, these cards ask you to nurture your vision with love and trust in its potential. The Empress speaks of creation, abundance, and action, the kind that grows when you're fully present with what you're building. Whether it's a project, relationship, or personal growth, you're not rushing it anymore. You're choosing it moment by moment, and that choice is powerful. The Manifestation card confirms that you're being called to what's already aligning. This isn't about chasing something out there. It's about becoming the version of you who naturally receives it. If you've been visualizing, journaling, or affirming, this week says, stay with it. You're not waiting, you're already becoming. Lunar energy supports this beautifully. The week begins with the moon in Aquarius bringing clarity to where you're moving toward. Then midweek, the Pisces moon invites you to reflect and reset. This is an ideal time to set intentions quietly from the heart. By Friday and Saturday, the moon returns to Aries, helping you feel more grounded in who you are. This is your moment to act. And on Sunday, the moon shifts to Taurus, highlighting the results of what you've been nurturing, whether it's physical, financial, or emotional. Your affirmation for the week is, I nourish my visions with love, and they grow with grace. So Aries, trust what's coming together. You're not behind, you're aligned, and something beautiful is beginning to take shape. Taurus, this week brings you a moment of grounded power, the kind that reminds you you're building something solid, and now it's time to enjoy what's unfolding. Your cards for this week are the Nine of Earth and Ask and Receive Oracle. The Nine of Earth speaks to contentment, luxury, and independence. You've done the work, you've tended the garden, and now the universe is inviting you to pause and take it all in. This is the energy of someone who knows their worth and doesn't need to prove it. Whether it's financial stability, emotional peace, or just knowing where you stand, you're more rooted than you were a year ago, and that's something to be proud of. The Ask and Receive Oracle adds a beautiful twist. Just because you're grateful for what you have doesn't mean you're not allowed to want more. That is the universe ready to respond, but it's waiting for clarity. So don't hold back out of guilt. You're allowed to want more support, more connection, and more joy. Ask and be open how the answer might come. This week's lunar transits support that inner dialogue. The moon starts in Aquarius, lighting up your 10th house, bringing visibility and clarity around your path. By midweek, the Pisces moon highlights your 11th house, which could bring a supportive connection or conversation that affirms you're on track. Then as the moon moves into Aries, your 12th house is activated. Use the weekend to rest and reconnect with your spirit. And on Sunday, the moon enters Taurus, bringing it all home. This is your moment to feel grounded in your own energy again. Your affirmation for the week is, I honor what I have and I trust the universe to meet me where I am. So Taurus, enjoy who you are, stay open to what's coming. This isn't just a pause, it's a portal. Gemini, this week asks you to balance movement with mindfulness. You're sharp, clear, and ready to act, but compassion is your greatest ally right now. You pulled the Knight of Air paired with forgiveness and understanding. The Knight is focused, intelligent, and highly motivated. This is fast-moving energy, the kind that helps you cut through the confusion and speak with conviction. You may feel like you're gaining momentum again, especially with communications or big decisions. But this card also reminds you, speed isn't always the goal. There's a difference between reacting and responding. The bouquet in one hand and the sword in the other, that's your message. Speak truth and let it land with softness. Forgiveness and understanding grounds this energy. It asks you to release old stories, especially the ones about how things should have gone. Maybe something didn't play out the way you hoped. Maybe a recent miscommunication still lingers. This card invites you to drop the need for closure and lean into peace instead. Not everything needs to be solved this week. Some things just need to be softened. Lunar energy helps you find your footing. The week begins with the moon in Aquarius, helping you zoom out and see the bigger picture. Midweek, the Pisces moon activates your 10th house, so be mindful of how you're coming across publicly. It's a great time for vulnerability, not control. Then Aries moon supports honest dialogue in your 11th house, especially in friendships and group dynamics. By Sunday, the Taurus moon brings reflection and rest, the perfect close to an emotional, layered week. Your affirmation for the week is, I speak with clarity and act with compassion, allowing truth and grace to move together. So Gemini, use your voice, but let your heart speak too. The real power isn't how fast you move, it's in how deeply you connect. Cancer, this week is about stepping into your power, not by pushing harder, but by leading from purpose. You pulled the King of Fire paired with opportunity and change. The King represents inspiration, charisma, and innovation, and this week, that's you. You may not feel like a leader, but others are noticing the fire you carry. This isn't about ego or perfection, it's about showing up as your full self, boldly and unapologetically. You have a message, a gift, a creative spark, something only you can bring forward. And the King says, stop dimming it. Whether it's in love, work, or your personal growth, now is the time to take the next step. Own what you've been quietly dreaming about. Opportunity and change confirms something is shifting and is opening doors that weren't there before. This change may feel fast, even unexpected, but it's aligned. You've outgrown the old version of your story, and now is the time to let the next chapter begin. Trust what's falling away and clearing space for something much better. The moon starts your week in the 8th house, so emotions may run deep. You're clearing out old stories, especially around self-worth and vulnerability. Midweek, the Pisces moon supports vision and expansion. This is a time to dream beyond your comfort zone. By the weekend, the Aries moon lights up your 10th house of purpose and visibility. You may feel called to speak up, take charge, or share something that feels big. Sunday's Taurus moon brings it back to community, the people who are in line with your future, not just your past. Your affirmation for the week is, I embrace inspired leadership and trust the changes leading me forward. So Cancer, don't shrink back, you're being guided, not pushed. Step into the change with courage and let your light lead. Leo, this week is a heart-level crossroads. Something important is aligning, and it's not just about choice, it's about alignment. You pulled the Lovers paired with divine timing. The Lovers speak to relationships, emotions, and choices. But it's not always about romance. It's about decisions made from the heart. You may be facing a moment where clarity comes from emotional truth, not logic. If you've been asking, is this the right connection? Is this the right direction? This card reminds you that alignment comes from being honest with yourself first. If this doesn't feel right in your body, don't force it. If it does feel right, but the timing's off, don't doubt it. Divine timing reassures you that everything is moving exactly as it should. Even if something feels delayed or uncertain, it's not wrong, it's just ripening. Trust that the right answer, person, or opportunity is aligning behind the scenes. You're not being stalled, you're being synchronized. The moon begins your week in your 7th house, highlighting one-on-one relationships. Midweek, Pisces moon shifts you into deeper emotional territory, perfect for soul-checking moments and big intuitive nudges. Then the Aries moon activates your 9th house, expanding your perspective and helping you zoom out. And by Sunday, the Taurus moon grounds it all in your 10th house, offering visibility and clarity around your long-term path. Your affirmation for the week is, I trust the timing of my heart and I choose what aligns with my truth. So Leo, choose what feels right, not what looks good. The right path honors your heart, and the timing, it's working in your favor. Virgo, this week is all about using your voice, but softening how it lands. There's power in your clarity, even more power in how it's being delivered. You pulled the Knight of Air paired with the Compassion Oracle. The Knight is quick, articulate, and focused. This is a card of intellect, motivation, and determination, and it's your cue to speak up your truth. Make room and say the thing you've been holding back. But the presence of the Compassion card is important. It reminds you to lead with your heart, not just your logic. It's easy to slip into fix-it mode or speak from urgency. What matters more this week is how you communicate, not just what you say. You may face a situation that needs a softer lens. Something may not make perfect sense on paper, but intuitively you know what's needed. Hold space, offer grace, especially to yourself. The moon begins your week in the 6th house, helping you clear up tasks, conversations, and routine. Midweek, the Pisces moon lands in your 7th house, highlighting close relationships. This is a time for gentle truth, not tough love. Then the Aries moon stirs your 8th house, bringing deep insights and possibly triggering an emotional reset. Let what rises teach you something. And by Sunday, the Taurus moon activates your 9th house, helping you gain perspective and ground your beliefs in compassion. Your affirmation for the week, I speak the truth with clarity and kindness. My heart leads my words. So Virgo, you don't need to over-explain or hold it all in. Say what's true, but let love choose the tone. That's where the shift happens. Libra, this week invites you to reconnect with others and with parts of yourself that you are ready to forgive, heal, and move forward. You pulled the Two of Water paired with forgiveness and understanding. The Two of Water speaks of partnership, commitment, and reconciliation. Whether it's romantic, platonic, or deeply personal, something is ready to reconnect or soften if you're open to it. This card is about emotional exchange, not surface level connection, but real mutual reflection. Someone may be showing you who they really are, or you may be realizing who you really become. Either way, you're standing at a threshold. Do you let love deepen here, or do you carry past pain into the present? Forgiveness and understanding helps guide that answer. It asks you to let go, not for someone else's benefit, but for your own peace. This week is about clarity, not blame. You may not have all the resolution you want, but you can choose harmony over old hurt. The moon opens your week in your 5th house, highlighting joy and emotional honesty. Midweek, Pisces moon moves into your 6th house, bringing healing to your routines and thoughts, especially where love and worthiness overlap. As the moon shifts to Aries Friday and Saturday, your 7th house lights up. This is a moment of real connection or release. And Sunday's Taurus moon invites quiet intimacy, clarity, and even closure around shared emotional energy. Your affirmation for the week is, I choose healing over blame, connection over fear, and love that sees with clarity. So Libra, lean into softness. If something is meant to be mended, let it. And if it's meant to close, bless it and move on with peace. Scorpio, something's shifting this week, and it's not subtle. This is a turning point, and it begins with letting go. You pulled the wheel paired with forgiveness and understanding. Yes, I do shuffle the cards all the time. This card appeared like 4 times in a couple of the signs, so very interesting. The wheel speaks its luck, progress, and change. This isn't about random events. This is karma in motion. The cycle is closing. A new one is opening. And the more you try to control progress, the harder it gets. This card reminds you, things are moving, even if you don't feel it yet. Trust the pivot. Whether it's a job, relationship, or inner process, something is being recalibrated for your highest good. What's next won't look like what came before, and that is the whole point. Now, forgiveness and understanding brings hard work. If you're feeling resistant or revisiting old wounds, don't suppress it. This card asks you to look at the story you've been carrying and choose to release what no longer belongs to this version of you. You don't need to fix the past to move forward. You just need to stop carrying it. The moon opens your 4th house, bringing emotional depth and home-based reflection. Midweek, the Pisces moon moves through your 5th house, helping you reconnect with joy, creative expression, and even romantic vulnerability. As the moon enters Aries, your 6th house gets a reset. This is a great time to make small, actionable changes that support your energy. And on Sunday, the Taurus moon brings a moment of clarity in your 7th house. One-to-one relationships may reflect what's shifting inside you. Your affirmation for the week is, I welcome change, releasing the past with grace. I am ready for what's churning in my favor. So Scorpio, breathe with the changes. You don't have to control what's evolving. You just need to stop holding on to what's done. Let the wheel churn. Sagittarius, you're juggling a lot this week, but the real question is, what actually needs your attention? You pulled the 2 of Earth paired with divine timing. The 2 of Wands is about balance, prioritization, and playfulness. You may feel pulled in different directions, mentally, emotionally, and even logistically. But this card isn't about perfection, it's about presence. You don't need to do everything right now, you just need to stay in the flow. What matters is how you move through your day, not how much you can cram into it. Yeah, I do that all the time. Divine timing supports that message. Not every answer is ready yet, and that's okay. This card says, slow down, trust the rhythm unfolding. Some things are still ripening, and pushing harder won't speed them up. It'll only exhaust you. The moon starts your week in the 3rd house, keeping your mind busy. Lots of ideas and maybe too many tabs open. I'm very guilty of that. Midweek, the Pisces moon draws your energy inward into your 4th house. That's your signal to breathe, rest, and reset. By the weekend, Aries moon in your 5th house brings back creativity and joy. Then Sunday's Taurus moon helps realign your workflow and wellness habits through your 6th house. Your affirmation for the week is, I move with trust and ease, knowing that everything I need is arriving right on time. So Sagittarius, no need to juggle your way into burnout. Let timing do some of your work. You've got this. Capricorn, this week is a breath of healing light. You don't have to hustle clarity, it's finding you. You pulled the star paired with harmony and resolution. The star speaks to inspiration, fulfillment, and faith, especially after a difficult or unclear stretch. Something you've been working through emotionally is beginning to lift, and now you're invited to receive. This card is gentle, it's not dramatic. It asks you to soften what's possible. You've done the work. Now healing is arriving in quiet waves. Harmony and resolution brings emotional clarity. If there's been tension in a relationship or inner conflict you haven't quite named, this card says resolution is available, but it may come through peace, not through problem solving. The moon starts in your second house, helping you stabilize your values and needs. Midweek, the Pisces moon in your third house supports gentle conversation or journaling. Speak softly, even if it's just to yourself. The Aries moon helps you clear emotional clutter from your fourth house, and Sunday's Taurus moon brings a lift in your fifth house, a little joy returning to your spirit. Your affirmation for the week: I trust in healing and choose peace and welcome the light of what's next. So Capricorn, give yourself permission to relax into this moment. Peace isn't passive, it's powerful. Aquarius, your cards this week are your exact frequency. This is your soul's reminder that you're being guided even if things feel uncertain. You pulled the star, which is your birth card, paired with trust the universe. The star is all about hope, faith, and spiritual clarity. If you've been wondering whether you're still on the right path, you are. You're not stuck, you're just in between steps. This card says breathe, refill your spirit, and let your next move come from alignment, not pressure. Trust the universe confirms it. What you've been calling in is coming, even if it's not in your hands yet. You're not behind, you're being repositioned, and what's ahead is bigger than what's fading. The moon begins in your sign, lighting up your first house. This is a reset of how you show up in the world. Midweek, the Pisces moon shifts into your second house, inviting you to release old doubts about your worth. The Aries moon brings insight through your third house, and by Sunday, the Taurus moon grounds you back into home and heart through your fourth house. Your affirmation for the week is, I surrender to the flow of healing and trust the future unfolding through me. So Aquarius, don't rush the process. You're exactly where you need to be. Stay open and let the light catch up to you. Pisces, this week is for deep soul integration, not action. You're entering a moment of reflection and is exactly what you need. You pulled the Hermit, paired with forgiveness and understanding. The Hermit speaks to introspection, self-discovery, and solitude. You're being asked to unplug from the noise and return to your own wisdom. You don't need advice, you just need quiet. This isn't isolation, this is sacred space. When the Hermit shows up, it means answers are coming, but not from outside of you, they're coming from within. Forgiveness and understand helps bring emotional closure. Something old may resurface, a memory, a regret, or part of your past that you haven't quite healed. This card invites you to sit with it, understand it, and then let it go. Not for them, but for you. The moon opens in your 12th house, pulling you inward. Midweek, it enters Pisces, lighting up your first house. That's a reset moment, emotionally and spiritually. Take it. Then Aries energy stirs your second house, helping you reconnect with your self-worth. And by Sunday, the Taurus moon reactivates your third house, giving you the words to name what you've been processing all week. Your affirmation for the week is, in my stillness, I find truth. In my truth, I offer myself grace. So Pisces, step back, not disappear, but to realign. You're not lost, you're just listening, and the light is right there inside of you. So there you have it, your weekly Tarotscopes for April 21st through April 27th, 2025. This week's energy invites you to reconnect with something soft, sacred, and steady. And how fitting, because as we move through Easter weekend, we're reminded that healing doesn't always come from effort. Sometimes it arrives through grace. Across the sign, the message was clear: forgiveness, trust, and divine timing. Whether you're manifesting, reconnecting, or simply resting, this week is a reminder that you are guided, protected, and deeply supported. With the moon moving from Aquarius into Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, we begin with reflection, pass through inner surrender, and land in grounded confidence by week's end. Here's your collective affirmation for the week. I welcome peace, I trust in divine timing, and I allow healing to unfold with grace. If you'd like to go deeper, you can read the full extended Tarotscopes for each sign, including detailed astrology and spiritual reflections, at dusttarot.com/Tarotscopes, or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen right here. And don't forget, every Thursday I post a sneak peek carousel on Instagram for next week's energy, plus a midweek check-in to help you realign as the week evolves. Let me know in the comments what message resonated most with you. If this video brought you clarity or comfort, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a weekly reading. And if you'd like to book a personal session, visit dusttarot.com/book or DM me directly. Remember, the cards offer guidance, but you hold the power. And this week, you're surrounded by angels. Before we close, just a quick note on upcoming fairs. Because this is Easter weekend, I'm taking a much needed pause. A sacred little break to rest, reflect, and celebrate the energy of renewal that this time of the year brings. I'll be back the following weekend at the Kitchener Psychic and Crystal Fair, happening April 25th to the 27th at Bingham's in Kitchener. Admission is $10 and covers the whole weekend. If you're in the area, I would love for you to come by for a personal reading. Let's sit down together, explore your path, and tune into what your soul is ready to receive. Thank you for joining me for this week's Tarotscopes. Remember to take these insights into your week and trust the journey ahead. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more weekly guidance and supporting this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Stay grounded, stay magical, wishing you clarity, strength, love, joy in the week ahead, and have a wonderful Easter weekend. See you next time here on Dust Tarot. Let's sit down.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I didn't need to do that.